Today we're going to take you on a tour of Thousand Trails, Colorado River. You might be able to see behind me, but that's just one of the new upgrades, the new entry road. You're going to want to stick around to the end of this one because we're going to show you all of the brand new sites that they put in here.
I love it.
Come on. Hello and welcome back. If it's your first time here, I'm Scott.
And I'm Allison.
And we're
Jarhead and Ginger's Journey.
We're full-time RVers. We do destination videos, tips and tricks, and all things RV. If that sounds like something you'd like, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and come along on our journeys.
You'll come down the newly paved road, and instead of going straight through the gate for the first time, when you check in, you're going to turn to the right here and go over to the office and check in.
When you come in here and you're towing, if you see up there towards right in front of us there, the big sign that says keep right, there's a pretty good size turnaround right here for even the big ones like we have. We have a 43 footer and we're able to turn around in here pretty easily. Right now, at the time of this recording, it's a little bit rough. I know they have a tractor and they do come out and they will scrape it and smooth it out a little bit, but I think they had a little bit of rain the last week or so and it's kind of rutted up. So just be aware that it could be a little rough when you come in here to do the turnaround to check in.
And you'll see just on the other side of the office here, right by where you pull in to check in, is the dog park. And here is the office. You just go in and check in and they will hand you your paperwork and you give you your passcode. And then you get to select your own site. And this is the newly renovated laundry room. There are 4 washers and 4 dryers, and they do take quarters or a card.
Say something meaningful, say something I don't know.
And right outside the doors of the laundromat is this little playground. So if you're doing laundry and you have some little kids, you can send them out to the playground while you're switching it up. As we come up here to the gate, it's a pretty standard keypad to get in. So you'll just come up here to one of the 2 punch pads, punch in the number, and the gate will open.
The way that you talk to me, the way that you make me feel, I don't know if you're real.
This is the road that leads down to all the campsites, but we're going to turn left here and go check out the pool and activity center.
Oh, you make me feel right, wanna look at you all night, put you in that spotlight. Oh,
So we are here now in the pool area. As you can see, it is a pretty nice pool. It is ADA accessible. They have the chair on the other side there for if you have somebody in a wheelchair, you can put them on there and get them into the water. So that's pretty cool. Also, behind me over on this side is the locker room areas. There's a men and a women's locker room and some outside showers so you can rinse off before you go in and out of the pool.
We're here in the enclosed hot tub. This is nice warm water, 6-person capacity, and it looks nice. This is the activity center. We won't go inside right now because there are people inside enjoying it, but there is a room for games and for a pool table. There's a library and there's a kitchen that's for staff only for their events. They do have a calendar full of events.
Oh, you know you're beautiful, you know you're beautiful, and it's like you're untouchable, like you're untouchable. Don't you know?
We are entering the first section on the right. This is section A. There are 3 loops and there's a mixture of 50 amp, 50-30, full hookup, and water and electric only in this section. There are some nice shaded sites, and in the back there are some sites with no trees if you want to avoid the trees. This area is paved for the most part with gravel, and then it goes into all gravel towards the back here. This is Bathhouse A off to the left. There are men's and women's showers and bathrooms. And there are cottages for rent here as well.
know you're beautiful. I'll sing until my lungs give out. You're beautiful.
They do have some sites right off the river here, but as you can see, for most of the area, it is a super far drop to get down to the water. They do have a boat ramp down there a ways. We'll take you down and get a look.
This is section C. This is a mixture of 30 and 50 amp full hookup and water and electric only. Some of the sites are along the river, but you can't really see the river much from most of them. This is a nice area full of pecan trees in the late months, November, December. You can sometimes find lots of pecans if you get there early, right after they drop. There is a nice bathhouse there. We've actually used that bathhouse before when we were here last time. This is the area that we used to always come to.
A little pro tip, if you're going to park under these trees in October, November, December time frame, you're probably going to have pecans dropping on your RV, and they can be loud and wake you up. Like we promised, a boat launch, here it is. So kind of steep, but obviously it's a boat launch. And we'll go, and you can also gain access to the river down here. So if it's a hot month or whatever, you can get in with your tubes or your kayaks or whatever the case is. I hope you can see it right there, but we're down at the Colorado River and there's a snake coming across the water. You just watched him swim all the way across from the other bank, and hopefully you can see him there rippling across the top of the water. Here's one example of the hiking trails we talked about earlier. They're nice and wide and well groomed, and it looks like you could almost fit a car down there, but definitely bicycles or hiking, no problem at all. Here's some resident deer. Got a little fawn and the mom over there walking away. There's quite a few deer here. You see them, like Allison said, out in the fields a lot in the evening times, eating and messing around, doing their deer thing.
There's Bathhouse C, the one that I've used before, and you can see that they're cleaning it now. That golf cart is a cleaning cart, and there is a playground right here next to the bathhouse as well. And this is a dump station loop. There is a dumpster there. There are dumpsters throughout the park, but there's where you go if you don't have full hookups and you need to dump.
It's a 2-lane dump station, so 2 RVs can fit side by side.
This here is the all-new upgraded section. This used to be all fields, wooded fields, hiking trails, but now it is very nice, 50 amp, full hookups, paved roads, gravel sites. There are some handicap sites that are also paved. There's a bathhouse and a fishing pond.
And they're all pretty level, guys. We came in and got level, no problems. I don't see anybody with their tires off the ground, nobody with a bunch of Legos under their tires or anything like that. So this is definitely a huge upgrade for this park. And I would say there's probably, what, 100 sites in here at least. There was a lot of new sites put in here. So let's check it out now.
Here's the bathhouse for the new section, brand new building. It's nice and clean. And here is the pond in the new section. Last year when we were here, there was no pond. So this is new. It is stocked, catch and release with bass and bluegill. A guy was fishing here yesterday and he caught a huge bluegill. It was so big we thought he caught a bass.
I think I'm going crazy. Oh, I just want you now.
As you can see, there are many sites still empty. These are all pull-throughs. Very nice, as we've said. We'll take you down. Come on over to our site.
And this is November of 2022. It's usually pretty packed, but now that they've made all of these new sites, the whole park seems to have room now. It's very nice.
And if you want to put a letter to this new area, this is section E.
This is our site here in the new section. We are in E80. If you ever come and want to stay where we stayed, it's E80. Right over here to my left is the pond we showed you, and behind me are some more spots also around the pond. We have a full hookup site with dump. It's very level and don't really have any issues at all.
There's the tour. Now to tell you what we like and what we don't like. What did you like the most about this park?
The new area, how it's paved. Even though the sites aren't paved, the pavement all around the sites is a really big deal.
Now the new area is premium sites they consider, so there is an extra $3 charge a night. So depending on that and whether or not it's worth it to you, this area is worth the $3 a night for me because it has the paved roads throughout, which makes getting around easier. What I don't like about this park, the only thing I can think of is the sticker burrs. They are everywhere. Watch yourselves, watch your pets in the grass. There are lots of sticker burrs.
That's what I was going to say, but what do you like about it?
What do I like best about it? I like that it's only an hour from Houston, and this nice little country town. If you're here, go to Schobel's for a nice buffet, German food, country fried steak. There's a dairy freeze or something like that here. It's a nice small town, great feel. The park is so much better than it used to be. The staff is awesome too.
It is. And one thing we didn't tell you was there is a lot of wildlife. We showed you the deer. There are squirrels around here. We've actually seen bald eagles while we were here. We've seen pileated woodpeckers here, which are I don't know if the endangered is the right word, but they're getting scarce. Let's put it that way, at least. So it's really cool park to come to, I think. We were calling Willis our home park for the longest time. I think now we're leaning more towards here. If they could just get rid of them stinking sand spurs or sticker burrs, whatever you guys call them. Those things hurt.
Hey y'all, we are Broken Dreams Reborn.
And we will see y'all next time on Jarhead and Ginger's Journey.
Bye y'all.